Okay, good morning, children. Please never mind the camera, right? Because I want you to focus here and try to listen what I am trying to teach, right? So please pay attention to what is being taught. So the chapter that we are going to begin today is called The Enemy, and it is written by Pearl S. Bach. Her middle name is Sidenstricker. Pearl S. Sidenstricker Bach. And she also spent her childhood in China. That is why she is also known by a Chinese name, and her Chinese name is Soi Zhanzhu, right? She's a very famous and renowned author. She's a daughter of missionaries, right? And what was missionaries' job? They used to go to a different cities or a place, and they would preach or they would promote their culture. In spite of that, she was rewarded. She was conferred with Pulitzer Prize in Literature and also Nobel Prize in Literature, right? So what this chapter Enemy is all about? What is the background of the chapter? Yes, the chapter is set in those days when America and Japan, they were at war. Understand? And after what happened, that nuclear explosion at Nagasaki and Hiroshima, right? So we are well aware of it. Let's not get into this. So what is the background of the chapter? The chapter revolves around the main character, Dr. Sadao, and a prisoner, POW. He has found, who was washed ashore at his doorsteps at a dying state, right? And the prisoner's name is Tom. So who is the main character? Dr. Sadao Hoki, and his wife name is Hannah, and the prisoner they found, POW, prisoner of war. He's an American, he's a white man, his name is Tom. So the chapter highlights the dilemma, right? Dilemma means when you are in a very difficult situation to choose between two alternatives. Understand? So Dr. Sadao, he is also in a dilemma as to save the man, being a doctor, because a doctor's first and foremost duty is to save a dying man, irrespective of the caste, creed, or religion, right? And being a patriot, you are, you must be faithful to your country. You have to be a patriot. Understand? So being a patriot, what is your moral duty is? You need to hand over the enemy to the army. So you understand the problem that he is facing. This is the difficult situation he is facing. Either to hand over the man to the army or to treat him, because he's a doctor. And when you're a doctor, I think it is your sole responsibility to give your best, to do whatever you can in order to save a man who is in a dying state. Understand? Yes, so that is the background of the chapter. So I think we haven't started yet.
No, sir.
Have we started? I have only gave you the description, right? So okay, I want somebody to read, because I am not going to read it, because I want you to read. I will be explaining the part to you, right? Doesn't matter, it is being recorded. So you can read, the camera and the microphone can hear your voice. Understand? I am asking you to read because I want you to improve your reading skills as well, right? And this will also help your pronunciation. I can read the whole chapter, but it is not going to help you. So that is why you have to read. And the children who are watching this video online, if you're watching, please pay attention and try to listen carefully. So who should I pick? I want somebody who is loud enough. I will give you equal opportunity to read. Let's start with the boy who's sitting at the back. Right? Doesn't matter.
Dr. Sadao Hoki's wife, Hoki's house was built on a spot of the Japanese coast, where as a little boy he had often lived. Okay, so you have to stop whenever you find full stop, right? Because I will not be explaining in bulk. I will try to break these paragraphs into small sentences. This will promote understanding, right? So, in the first paragraph, the author Pearl S. Bach, she is introducing the main character of the chapter. And who is he? He is Dr. Sadao. And Dr. Sadao, where is his house constructed? I think it is constructed upon a rocky beach. He lives along the beach side. His house is situated at beach side, right? And
he has been living here since his childhood. Understand? Read.
The rose-colored stone house was set upon rocks well above a narrow beach that was outlined with magnified.
Okay, so this tells more about his house. That the house, it has a, it's not very tall, right? And yes, it is constructed upon a rocky beach which has a boundary line of pine trees, right? And the house is made of stone.
As the boy Sadaf had climbed the pines, supporting himself on his bare feet, as he had seen men do in the South Seas, where they climbed for coconuts.
And when Dr. Sadaf, when he was young, in his childhood, he would climb those pine trees with bare feet. And how did he learn the technique of climbing the trees? Because when he was young, he would go to the seas and he would observe the men from the South Seas climbing the trees for coconut. This is where he learned the art of climbing the tree with bare feet. Understand? Without any guards and all. Read.
His father had taken him often to the islands of those seas, and never had he failed to say to the little great boy at his side, "Those islands yonder."
Yonder means distance. What does it mean? It means distance. You can read.
And the stepping stones to the future of for Japan.
Yes. So he would often go to the beach with his father, and his father would point out towards the sea, and he would say, "The child, see, this is the future of Japan. This is the stepping stone to future or success of Japan, right?" And then what would the child say? Read.
Where shall we step from them? Sadaf had asked seriously. Who knows? His father had answered. Who can limit our future? It depends on what we make it.
Okay, and the child would ask this question that father, that because he's a child, understand? So obviously he cannot. That is why he asked his father this question kiddishly, that where would these islands lead us, and how are they responsible for our future? So the father would say, he replies that future is the future has no shape, it is limitless, right? It is up to you how you shape your future. So you can either destroy your life or you can make your life. It is up to you, right? There will be guiding forces around you, like me, the way I am always guiding you, right? But it is up to you whether you want to improve or you just want to degrade. It is completely up to you. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Start.
Sadaf had taken this into his mind as he did everything his father said. His father, who never joked or played with him, but who spent infinite pains upon him, who was his only son.
Only son, yes. So Dr. Sadaf and Dr. Sadaf's father is an Orthodox Japanese, right? He's an Orthodox, and his father, Dr. Sadaf and his father, they shared a very mature relationship. He never joked. His father never joked or played with him, because it doesn't mean that there is there is a gap. There is no gap. But his he was more into his education, right? So he did bring him well, but they were because he was an Orthodox, and also he was his only son. So that is why his focus on how he would bring him in the best possible way, right?
Sadaf knew that his education was his father's chief concern. For this reason, he had been sent at 22 to America to learn all that could be learned of surgery and medicine.
Okay, so even Dr. Sadaf, from his young age, he was aware that his father was very serious about his education, right? And he knew that because he was his only son, and that is why his chief concern was Dr. Sadaf's father's chief concern was Dr. Sadaf's education. That is why Dr. Sadaf was sent to America at the age of 22. And let me just point it out, that time the situation was not very complicated between American and Japanese, right? So he was sent to America for education.
He had come back at Party. And before his father died, he had seen Sadao become famous not only as a surgeon but as a scientist.
Okay, so Sadao, he returned to Japan at the age of 30. So when he returned, he had already become a full-fledged surgeon, understand, and a scientist too, right? He was a surgeon and a scientist too, and so the doctor Sadao's father, he was able to see his his child as a doctor, right? And then then he died after some time, right?
Because he was perfecting the discovery which would render wounds entirely clean.
Wounds means injuries, right?
He had not been sent abroad with the troops.
Now this is now it is not about Dr. Sadao's past. He's now focusing on what? He's focusing on the present now. So he says, author is trying to highlight that when this war broke out between America and Japan, right? Obviously, everybody, they would send their troop for to guard the borders and to help the neighboring country and whatever, right? So obviously, when this army personnel, they move to the area where they guard their country, right? They're always accompanied by a doctor. If a battalion moves, you will always find there will be a doctor. Why will there be a doctor? Because war means casualties, lot of injuries, right? So they need to be attended to, right? And who would do that? Doctors will do, right? So when the Japanese army, they moved, when they were moving, right? So the doctor, being Dr. Sadao being the topmost and the well-versed and experienced doctor, he was retained in Japan. He was not sent with the troop, and the reason is because there was certain reason he became a scientist, because he perfected a discovery. He discovered that how wounds and injuries can be kept clean. Understand? That is what he perfected, right? And there was another reason. Read.
Also, he knew there was some danger that the old general might need an operation for a condition for which he was now being treated medically, and for this possibility, Sadao was being kept in Japan.
And this is, I believe, this was the main reason that Dr. Sadao was kept. He was retained in Japan. He was not sent with the army troops, because the general, general, it is the highest post, army general. So his condition was critical. His condition was critical, and he was being treated, right? So there could be possibility that he would need Dr. Sadao's attention, or a doctor's attention who is well qualified and experienced, right? So that is why Dr. Sadao was not sent with troops. Remember that? This is what you have to remember, that why was he not sent with troop? Because there was an army general who was not well. His health condition was critical. It was deteriorating. That is why they retained the general. Sorry, they retained Dr. Sadao. Understand, in Japan. Yes.
So what is the meaning of deteriorating?
Deteriorating means it was ruining here. It means destruction. But here, what I want to say, that his condition was getting critical every day, right? It was deteriorating. Next.
Clouds were rising from the ocean now. The unexpected warmth of the past few days had died down, having fog from the cold winds. Sadao watched mists hide outlines of a little island near the shore, and then come creeping up the beach below the house.
Okay, just wait, can you please come forward, because I think the microphone is there, right? So it will, so you can come and read here, so that I hope it can. Okay, so now in this paragraph, in the first paragraph, he introduced the character, and you can even sit down and read, right? In the first paragraph, the author introduced the character, right? Dr. Sadao, the main character. In the second paragraph, she is describing the scene outside Dr. Sadao's house. Understand? So how is the scene? She says that the past few days were warm. That is why at that time at night, you could actually see the fog rising from the ocean. This is very common, right? If it is very hot At daytime, you could actually see that. At night, you could see the ocean, the vaporization, right? The vaporization, right? So the fog were rising, and Dr. Sadao, because he was outside, he could actually see that the fog engulfed. Engulfed means in Hindi we say nigal jana, right? So the fog, it engulfed the boundary of the surrounding islands, right? And then what happened?
In a few minutes, fog would be wrapped about the house too. Then he would go into the room where Hannah, his wife, would be waiting for him with the two children.
So what happened? Because this fog is rising and it is creeping, right? It is moving ahead, and when it is moving, it is it is covering everything. And if it is covering everything, it means there will be low visibility, right? So soon the fog covered the house. The fog covered the house, Dr. Sadao's house. So Dr. Sadao, he thought that he would go inside and he would see his wife Hannah. I have already written Hannah. Please never misspell it. You have to remember the spelling. Hannah. And how many children they have? They have 2 children, right? The name is not mentioned here, so we will be discussing about them when we will, find the mention of them, right? Do you want to read, or shall I pick him more? Will you be able to continue? Okay, just continue for this page and I will pick him.
But at this moment the door opened and she looked out, a dark blue woolen howling over his...
Howling is actually the Japanese traditional wear, right? It is called, this is actually Japanese word, so your English pronunciation could be different. But this is, in case you forget the spelling, you have to remember that this is a Japanese dress, the colorful and all, right? And then...
She came to him affectionately.
And yes, over her kimono. Hannah, Dr. Sadao's wife, she is wearing a Japanese dress. Understand, she is wearing a Japanese dress, and then over the Japanese dress, she is wearing kimono. Kimono is a long, you must have seen, it's a long sleeves, very broad sleeves, overcoat. Japanese people, they wear it, right? With their traditional, you must have seen in movies and all, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so when he was about to go inside, his wife came outside. She was wearing the Japanese, Japanese
Dress and kimono.
dress. And let me just tell you this beforehand. They actually spend a lot of time in America, but still you can see that they are very, traditional people. They are wearing their traditional uniforms. How orthodox they are, right? Understand?
She came to him affectionately and put her arm through his as he stood, smiled and said nothing.
Right? So she came outside and she showed affection towards her husband. She, she touched her husband's arm, and then, they both said nothing.
He had met Hannah in America, but he had waited to fall in love with her until he was sure she was Japanese.
Okay, so where did they meet? They met in America. Hannah and Dr. Sadao, they met in America, and Dr. Sadao, maybe he, the Dr. Sadao, he actually made it confirm. He made it, he tried to find out first that whether the girl was true Japanese or not, whether she was American Japanese or whether she was pure or not, right? So in this chapter you can also find the discrimination of 2 castes. Understand? Casteism you can also find, right? Because you could actually see that Dr. Sadao is trying to, find that whether this woman is Japanese or not, then only I will, fall in love with her. Otherwise, there won't be, no matrimony or union, right? The fact is, because Dr. Sadao's father is also a Japanese, he's an Orthodox, right? And obviously, he's not going to accept anybody, any daughter-in-law unless and until she is pure Japanese.
His father would never have received her unless she had been pure in her race.
This is what I've just explained, right? He wouldn't accept her if she hadn't been a true. Yes, he didn't accept. Read.
He wondered often whom he would have married if he had not met Hannah, and by what luck he had found her in the most casual way, by chance literally.
And yes, this is very surprising. Dr. Sadao, sometimes he would wonder that if Hannah were not there, who he would marry, who he would have married, right, if she hadn't been there, right? But he had married her, right? And he in this paragraph he shares that how he met. It was a coincidence. It was a chance, right? That how he met Hannah.
The professor and his wife had been kind people, anxious to do something for his students, and the students, though bored, had accepted
this kindness. So where actually they met in a professor's house, American professor's house when they were in America. This American professor and his wife, they are very kind people, right? They're very kind towards their foreign students or outsiders, right? So they would often invite them to a party or to their house. And on that day, Dr. Sadav was also invited and Hannah was also invited. So sometimes, that what he is trying to show, he's trying to show the coincidence, right? When something happens accidentally, right? Or by chance. And what is the name of the professor? Professor Harley. You may also have an MCQ, but I don't believe there will be a factual based MCQs. But first, still you have to remember the name of the character, right? Professor Harley's house that night. Read. Now he will read. The boy, yes, you will read, and please read louder. You can come forward if you want. You want to continue? Okay. Go on, but louder.
Now he felt her hand on his arm and was aware of the pleasure it gave him, even though they had been married years enough to have the 2 children. For
I
they
think
had
you
not
have
married.
skipped. I think you have skipped a paragraph. Has he skipped the paragraph? I think you have skipped the paragraph. You are supposed to start from. You are supposed to start from the page number 26, first line. Do you have a different book? Okay, you have a help book, right? Do it. Rooms were small. Come to page 26. The first line is the rooms were so small. Were so small.
Were so small, the food so bad, the professor wife so voluble.
Voluble. V-O-L-U. Voluble means outspoken. It is not valuable. It is voluble. Understand? Which means outspoken, right? So why was he was on the verge of declining the invitation, but he accepted the invitation because room was so small, food was so bad, and professor's wife so voluble. That is why he was about to decline the invitation, but did not.
But he had gone, and there he had found Hannah, a new student, and had felt he would love her if it were at all possible.
Right, so Hannah, she was amongst the new students, and I think he cherished this time, he cherished the way he found Hannah, right?
Now he felt her hand on his arm and was aware of the pleasure it gave him, even though they had been married years enough to have the 2 children.
Right, they have 2 children. It's been a long time since they were, since they are married, right? So you could actually, you could still see that they are so much in love with each other. They are deeply and madly in love each other, right? He and she touched his arm, right, and all that.
For they had not married heedlessly.
Heedlessly means carelessly. They they did not get married in America. Heedlessly means they actually took consider everything, all the circumstances. I mean, they did not jump. It was not a love at first sight, right? Because they actually thought about a lot. They thought about a certain thing, her background, Dr. Sadav's background, the situation where they were, and yes, obviously they were in America because they were studying. Understand? So they were also supposed to finish their studies. So they were never as hasty, about to get married. It's my period, so we'll continue, right? Never mind the bell. We'll continue for a few minutes. Okay, let me just pause it because I'll give you just a 1 or 2 minutes to relax, and then we will begin. You can have your water, right? You can dampen your throat, and then we'll begin after some time, like 2 or 3 minutes. You remember where we are doing? So let me just pause the video, and then we will continue. Okay, so when they met in America. They actually, they fell in love, right? After knowing certain things, and they were, they were not very hasty in getting married, right? Dr. Sadao, they talked about certain things. They finished their educations, and their education, their, the medical, and then they went back to Japan. And when the father was satisfied that the girl is appropriate. Because he was an Orthodox, so he was expecting his child to marry a pure Japanese woman, right? So when he was okay with it, he would they married in a very traditional Japanese ceremony, right? So you see the mention of traditions, right? That they were actually true Japanese, right? What Japanese were their traditions and customs are meant to them. Understand? So you can continue.
They had finished their work at school and had come home to Japan. And when his father had seen her, the marriage had been arranged in the old Japanese way. Although Sadao and Hana had talked everything over beforehand, they were perfectly happy. She laid her cheek against his arm.
Okay, so they talked about everything beforehand, right? They finished their education, and then they came back to Japan. Everybody accepted them, and they got married in a traditional Japanese ceremony. And now in the present times, they are perfectly happy. And she laid her cheek against Dr. Sadao's arm, right? So this is their love. And continue. It was at this moment.
It was at this moment that both of them saw something black come out of the
mist. Because you are aware that outside Dr. Sadao's, outside his home, lack of visibility, no visibility because of the presence of mist and fog. So obviously they can see things, right? But but not clearly, right? So they actually saw an appearance. They saw something, it appeared out of the mist. Mist means fog.
It was a man. He was flung up out of the ocean.
Flung out means he was thrown out of the ocean, right? He was washed ashore.
It seemed to his feet by a breaker. He staggered a few steps, his body outlined against the mist. His arm above his head.
Right, so this man, when he was, I think he is a man, right? You know it is a man because we have already discussed the background of the chapter, right? So when this, they could actually see the body and the body lines, right? Because that's how things appear. You cannot see the actual face, or you can only see the appearance, right? Or the the area of the surface that it covers, right? So they saw him. And he was actually staggering. Staggered means unable to walk. It means he hit his feet somewhere, right? And he has got his arms like this. This highlights that he's